Hi guys, I wanted to give a brief introduction to conjunctions, oppositions, squares and trines and sextiles in chart reading. And I'm also going to give a case study to give an example of, how it affects you. Now, a conjunction is when a planet is next to another planet within 10 degrees, okay? Let me give you an example. The moon is 3 degrees away from Venus in this chart. That means she's pretty much conjunct to Venus. Venus is 9 degrees away from Mars. So that is a conjunction because it's within the 10-degree range. Mars is 3 degrees away or 4 degrees away from Jupiter, so that's automatically a conjunction right there. Jupiter is, I would say, about 21 degrees away from the North Node and also Mercury, so that's not a conjunction. That's not considered a conjunction. Mercury is about 16 degrees away from the Sun, so that is not a conjunction, right? And the Sun is about a house away from Saturn, so that's definitely not a conjunction. That's considered a sextile. Okay, a sextile is when a planet is 2 houses away from another planet. That's a sextile. A precise sextile would be when they have the same degree 2 houses away. Now, a sextile is very harmonious. I never really make any transit reports with sextile because, it's pretty vague, in comparison to trines and squares. Now when you have a square is 3 houses away, for example, the Sun is actually perfectly squaring Pluto right here because 2 houses are separating these 2 planets. So Pluto's like 13 degrees Capricorn and Sun is like 14 degrees Libra. So right there, that's a square. And that square, that's like a 90-degree angle, okay? And that 90-degree angle it means conflict right there. Now when you have a trine, it's considered very harmonious because it's the planets are 4 houses away. See, for example, Saturn is 4 houses away from Uranus. Let's count. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So they are pretty much they're pretty much harmonizing. It's not a conflicting energy like the square. And whatever energies that is happening between us is going to be to your benefit. However, when you have a square, it's not going to be towards your benefit. Okay, it's going to be like a tough lesson. Okay, when you have 2 planets opposing, okay, meaning that they're in opposite houses. For example, the Sun here is like 14 degrees in Libra, and Uranus is 18 degrees in Aries. These 2 are in opposites right here, and this is the Earth. That means that the Sun is in this way and Uranus is in this way. So these are like pulling. So Uranus is pulling in this direction and the Sun is pulling in this direction. So that's not only a conflict, but that's just a fight pretty much. And I could just give you an example of what happened to me, on October the 8th, and they're still opposing today. I started getting a lot of pain on my wisdom teeth, and it was because I had a cavity. And I had to go to the dentist on emergency because it just happened so sudden. It wasn't planned. My teeth were doing great, and it just happened so sudden. And that's just Uranus pulling and doing crazy things in my 6th house of routine. My routine was just totally messed up, and I just had to stop what I was doing and just go to the dentist because Uranus was playing a wild card, while the Sun, which the Sun means health and vitality, was pulling to the 12th house, was pulling me to the dentist because the dentist, it's ruled by the 12th house. It's ruled by doctors and hospitals and facilities. So, they had a fight, in the sky, and I was very much affected, and it just happened so suddenly, and I just had to get it fixed immediately. So that's just a sample of how oppositions work.